Hello and welcome to Unfiltered Imposed Opinions, episode 6. I'm Drew,
And I'm B.
and today we're going to talk to you about sports. Kind of like things like the Super Bowl and different sports that we like and pretty much everything. It's been a rough week, crazy week, hectic week, I guess. So if you guys are listening out there, make sure you engage in comments, chat, whatever you want. If you're watching on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, we're live on all three. We do post each episode every night to all the different podcast outlets, all the ones listed on our Facebook and everywhere else. So make sure you check us out. Without further ado, sports. How's it going? You busy over there?
I was moving my shit.
Oh, okay. So, I don't think we want to take too much time on this because neither of us care, but what'd you think about the Super? You didn't even watch it.
I didn't.
And I know how you feel about the Rams winning, so.
Right. I wanted the Bengals to win.
Yeah, me too. It was close.
It seemed like it was a good game.
It was close. And the thing that upset me the most, and I know a lot of people were upset about it was a pretty tight game throughout the whole thing. And there was like no penalties the entire game up until like the last 5 minutes of the game, and it was flags everywhere.
Yeah. Rams.
It was trash.
Literally the worst thing about any professional sports is the fucking refs.
Yeah.
They're stupid.
I think the officiating of the NFL has gone way downhill this past year.
The officiating...
I mean, it's always kind of been bad, but this year has been fucking terrible.
The officiating in the NFL is the absolute fucking worst.
Yeah.
They are idiots. They call what they want. They're fucking stupid. I can't stand the refs. I can't stand any of them. They all need punched in the fucking
I've seen
throat. Honestly, no. The thing I've always said about the refs, if they make a bad call or a shit call, just like players get fined for doing shit, the refs should get fined for making a bad fucking call.
Oh yeah.
I bet you they'll stop fucking doing it.
I agree with that. No, I've seen them make pretty blatant calls this year. I've seen them ignore blatant calls, and then I've just seen complete bullshit calls.
Same.
Like literal bullshit calls. You know what I love those? The false start. And they all act like a bunch of children, start pointing at the person who fucking moved first. Get out of here. Grow up.
They're like, no, he did it. It was him. It was
fucking
him.
grow up. Like the whole line. The whole line will start pointing at them. Like fucking grow up. Play your goddamn game. We pay them millions of dollars.
Way too much.
Yeah. Grow up. Stop acting like fucking backyard school children. Oh, he moved. He moved.
Right.
So we'll skip past that. What is your favorite pro sports teams?
For the
NFL. Everything.
Right. For the I'm gonna start with the NFL.
All right.
NFL is San Francisco 49ers. I've been a fan since I was able to walk.
Yeah.
For NHL, it is the Penguins, Pittsburgh Penguins. Fucking love going to Penguins games.
Yeah.
MLB baseball, I root for the Yankees.
Yeah.
Just because growing up, they were really big.
So
I'm kind of a bandwagon.
I'm not really an MLB I mean, I watch baseball. I like baseball. My daughter plays softball, but
I like watching actual games. I don't like watching it on TV.
I always kind of root for the Athletics, and the only reason why is because the biggest name I've ever known in the MLB was Mark McGwire.
That's fair.
and he played for the Athletics. So anytime we'd play it, like on the old game systems, we'd play MLB. I'd
Mhm.
always pick the Athletics because I only knew Mark McGuire.
That's awesome. I mean, I root for the Pirates just because the they're pirates. That's about
Right.
the only reason I like Pirates.
Also because we live near Pittsburgh.
Well, yeah, but
So there's that.
that's I don't like the Steelers.
Right. Nobody likes the Steelers except for the Steelers.
Yeah. I don't watch soccer.
Oh, you should.
Yeah, maybe I should, but I don't.
I root for Ireland.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's not your turn, so shut the fuck up.
Oh, all right. That's fair.
No, we can go back and forth if that's what you wanted to.
No. I mean, I was gonna say. Well, I mean, if you want to go back and forth and retrack back to the beginning, I know you also like the Raiders too. That's your like second go-to team.
Okay, so we'll start with the NFL. Yes, San Francisco is my number one team, but I also root for the Raiders. It was really weird, obviously, when they were the Battle of the Bay for all those years. Everybody's like, "How can you like the two teams that are in the Battle of the Bay?" And I'm like, "Cause I fucking do." Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. One of the reasons why I root for the Raiders is because every time that they play the Steelers, they beat them. No matter how shitty the Raiders are doing, which they're normally doing shitty,
Yeah.
they always beat the Steelers. So that's one of the main reasons why I like the Raiders.
Right. So my favorite team is the Tennessee Titans. I've been fan of them since they were the Oilers. I don't really have any secondary teams, but I'm starting to root for you guys on the 49ers because I think I'd like to have an NFC and AFC team. I think that's only fair.
That's another reason why I root for the Raiders, because they're AFC. So
Yeah.
that's my AFC team, and
Right.
Niners are my NFC team.
It only seems fair. I think I'm gonna start doing that. Get an AFC and an NFC team.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously if they play each other, then
Well, you're gonna root for Tennessee. That's your team.
right.
That's like when Oakland and Niners always play each other. I'm like, come on, Niners.
All right.
Like if Oakland wins, I'm like, I wish you didn't beat my team, but you know.
Yeah. And NHL, but I'll let everybody else know. I like the Ducks, just Anaheim, and that's just because of the Disney movie.
Yeah.
That's it.
The Mighty
cartoon.
Ducks.
The cartoon, not the
Well, the movies too. You watched all the movies.
Well, yeah, but I like the cartoons better because they were actual ducks.
Right. But the movies were also
Right.
very good.
MLB, like I said, I gravitate towards the Athletics just because of Mark McGuire.
Yeah, honestly, I literally root for the Yankees because the Yankees were so big when we were younger.
Yeah.
So that's literally the only reason.
You
I
don't
root
watch
for the
college ball, do you?
I don't watch college anything. I've heard that it's a lot better than actual
that's what I got too. A lot of people said NCAA is a lot more
it's a lot more
exciting
interesting. Yeah,
to
because
watch.
they actually play the fucking game.
because they're trying to bust their ass hard enough to make pro.
Right. And they're not
And
a
I
bunch
see
of
these
spoiled
I
fucking
see like
millionaires.
I see like on Sports Center and stuff because they just randomly have it in our offices at work. But their games go like up in almost the hundreds in points. Like
For what?
in college football. Like it's like
yeah.
60, 70 points.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, God damn, you're lucky if you even fucking see an NFL team that has more than a fucking field goal.
No. Realistically, like
Right. But
30. 30 is like
I'm pretty sure the highest, if you see anything above 30 some points, then it's a blowout. But literally every playoff team this year, or every playoff game this year, came down to a field goal. Which was kind of interesting, but it was kind of bullshit.
It was interesting, but
I mean, all the teams fucking played hard, but then we're also going back to the officiating.
It always comes back to the officiating.
Right. So, the next thing I have down is
Well, you know,
go ahead.
obviously we're not done with that one.
no,
If I root for an NBA team, which I don't even watch
the
basketball,
Bulls.
the Bulls.
The
I
Bulls.
also root for the Lakers too, but that's just because I knew a lot of the players on the Lakers back in
Kobe,
Kobe,
and
Shaq, and then on the Bulls was Michael Jordan, Scotty. I think Scottie Pippen was also on the Bulls.
I have no clue.
I believe so. I could be wrong. I don't remember. I don't follow basketball enough.
Right.
So
I don't follow it at all. So
honestly, I
couldn't tell
don't
you.
follow it at all either. I stopped like doing that.
The only reason why I know the Lakers is because of Shaquille O'Neal. I follow Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh yeah, Shaq's awesome.
Everything he does,
Yeah, he's
from
just
his
fun.
commercials to his movies, TV shows,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, Shaq's just a good motherfucker.
I actually was talking to Haley the other day because I seen a TikTok about I don't know if people know this, but whenever Shaq goes out into public, every time he's in a store, he will buy someone else something.
Nice.
And he said that in the video, and there's like multiple videos of him just buying things for people. So like the video I saw was he was in, I think it was a Walmart or a Target, and he was buying something, and he seen this kid in front of him. He was like, "Hey boy, you got a bike?" And the kid was like, "No." He was like, "Let's go get you a bike." And he bought him a bike, and he bought the family all their groceries that they were buying.
That's fantastic.
And then there was another video I seen a while ago where he was in a jewelry store getting his jewelry cleaned.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a guy in there trying to put a ring down on layaway for his soon-to-be fiance, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And he was trying to find one that he could afford even on layaway because he was pretty broke. And Shaq bought his ring for him, but he didn't buy the one that he was looking at. He was like, find the best one, the best ring that you think your wife would like. And he got him one for like $17,000.
That's awesome. It's people,
And he paid cash.
that right there to me is what a superstar is.
Oh yeah.
Somebody who actually cares. Like, obviously, you're making money to make money for you and your family.
Yeah.
But when you have everything that you need, your family needs and or wants,
anything
and you
you could ever
still
want, yeah.
have so much money that you're just like, you know what? I'm going to go do something for other people.
Right. That's how I'd be.
That
to be honest
is,
with you.
that to me is somebody who is worth a damn.
It's a superhero.
Yeah. In a sense, that's a real life.
Shaq is
That's a
literally
real
superhero.
life superhero.
Right.
Somebody who carelessly does something and doesn't respect anything in return.
Expect.
What did I thought that's
You
what I
said respect.
Oh, I thought I said expect. My bad.
No, but yeah, you're right.
Apparently, I'm you today. It's fine.
It happens. It happened. It's gonna happen again.
100%. But yeah, that's awesome. I love hearing stories like that because it's cool. It's
Yeah.
cool to know that even though they are so famous and they've done such good for their lives and their families' lives, that they're still so humble to be like, other people are struggling and just trying to do what they have to do to get by. Let me just show that hard work does pay off.
Right.
Like, is like, especially people who this is a whole different conversation that we can get into, so I'm gonna kind of stop right there.
Yeah. We'll jump into it another.
Right.
Um.
That's pretty much for Stinkbug. That's, don't you fucking put that on me. Anyway. Honestly, that's pretty much for like the sports teams.
So, what's your
that I
favorite
follow.
kind of
Porn. What's your
porn?
favorite kind of porn?
That's a whole.
There it is.
Yeah. See. What's your favorite kind of pro sport? If you had to pick one, I guarantee I know what it is.
I guarantee you know what it is too.
And it's NHL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hockey. I used to be a lot more of a football fan, and I still am. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love watching football.
You're just not allowed.
I'm not allowed because
Your
I'm
brother's
only not allowed
superstitious.
when superstitious Nancy starts fucking getting on my ass because we
You
lose.
start losing, and he texts you, "Are you watching the game? Because
Right.
I need you to stop."
Yeah. He only did that this season because it was a hell of a coincidence.
Oh yeah.
So like, I was even like, nah, I'm not fucking watching the games because I want
Right.
I want us to win.
Right.
So I still listened to them and kept up with it on my phone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't watch them. But yeah, NHL would be my favorite. I know yours is NFL.
Hey, Justin Freeman, thanks. It's awesome. I don't think it's English, but
Oh, sorry guys.
your name's English, so there's that.
Right.
Thanks for the follow and the comments. So keep them coming.
We're gonna have to get a decipher, not a decipher. Fucking. You know what I mean.
A decipher.
Oh fuck! Something that we can be able to tell what other people are saying, like when it's not in English.
Yeah.
It's not called a decipher. That's the first thing that came to mind.
An interpreter.
Yeah. Well, obviously we're not gonna have somebody being here like, hey, yeah, that means
That's what that
this.
means.
Yeah, but I'm sure like, there's
Translating.
translating. Yeah.
Yeah, translation
Something to translate it.
software. I mean, it's built into Google, but I don't even know if that says Vun FYI. So I don't know what that means.
Yeah. I don't either. But hey, thanks for
It's still activity, so
Right.
we appreciate it.
thanks for jumping in.
If you could play any pro sport, what would you play?
I seriously considered boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was like,
So if you were to
19,
do
20.
boxing, would you do just boxing or mixed martial arts?
I would say I would have probably just did boxing.
Yeah.
Not that I love mixed martial arts.
Some good old set of fisticuffs.
Yeah. Honestly, if I would have stuck with boxing and wasn't a fat piece of shit, I would have probably dabbled in both
Yeah.
just to kind of see like which one, like for training, obviously not like just go into fights and be like, let's see which one I don't get my ass kicked in.
Right.
But yeah, if I would have stuck with boxing, I probably would have eventually been like, you know what, I want to kind of do this training,
Yeah.
and if I would have liked it, I would have probably went with like mixed martial arts, MMA, UFC, and all that.
That's fair.
But now I'm just fat and slow.
Right.
I still remember.
Mine probably would have been extreme sports.
Yeah, I could see you doing that. I could still see you doing that.
Skateboarding and
Well, maybe not now,
BMXing.
but
Well, I mean, maybe.
I doubt it.
I could do the Jackass version.
Well, we could all do that.
Yeah.
It's just not
We
recommended.
could start doing that and making that our TikToks. Would you guys like us to see us get
I'm not.
fucked
No,
up in our
I'm not
30s?
doing that. Sorry. I'm not.
No?
No.
You don't
I
wanna
like my bones where they
You
are.
don't
I've
wanna
broken
stick
up
it-
bones.
stick your wiener in a snake
I'm sure as fuck not doing that.
cage.
That's on you, buddy. Like I don't want to get hit by a fucking
Give it-
bowl either.
Give it a little kiss.
Yeah, no. Those guys are fucking. I fucking love those guys because they're hilarious.
I can't wait for the new one.
I know, but
I'm a little upset that Bam's not in it, but hey, they
Yeah,
gotta do what
is
they
what
gotta
it
do.
is. yeah, I just seen something about that on YouTube. Something
Yeah.
about like he fucking went crazy or something.
Yeah. Like bad.
Well, I mean, a lot of that happened after Dunn. I'm pretty sure. 'Cause
Oh
him and
yeah.
Dunn
He
were,
turned
like,
into a huge alcoholic after Dunn died.
right. Yeah, I mean,
And
like,
then it fucked him up.
dude, that was
mentally.
like his fucking childhood friend. I would have
I know.
fucking.
And anyway.
Granted, I guess.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't Yeah.
Let's move on from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably would have done extreme sports.
That's fair.
Even motocross. I would have probably done motocross too.
Cam used to do that.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm. He was actually really good at it. He had a shitload of trophies. I don't know if he still does or if Mama has them.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did good. Him and Cody, little cousin Cody,
Oh, okay.
both did it. They were both pretty good. I didn't hang out with them a whole lot at that time. I think it was like a little before that is when they did that, or like a little after they like stopped doing that so much is when like Cam and I got real close and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were pretty good.
Sports movies. That's another thing on the list there.
Sports movies.
Favorite sports movies. Good sports movies. Recommendations for our
Longest
followers and listeners.
The Longest Yard. The one with Adam Sandler. The old one's also good too. Like
Gridiron Gang.
Gridiron Gang's a good one. Blind Side. The Blind Side was
that's literally one of the best football movies.
That was
ever.
a pretty
Varsity Blues.
Dude, that probably by far is my favorite. I fucking love fucking
fuck
Tweeter.
your pig.
I'm gonna fuck your pig.
We all get
Tweeter.
hungry. I left some hot dogs in there.
Yeah, I fucking love that.
The Replacements.
Yep. That's another good one. Varsity
Yeah.
Blues is probably my favorite, and then The Replacements.
Friday Night Lights.
It was a good one, yeah. Rudy.
Radio. Some based on a true story there for you.
There was one.
There's a lot of football ones.
What's the one with Mark Wahlberg in it?
I don't remember.
I can't either. He's like a scrawny guy who's trying to make the team. And he ends up getting... Yeah, we have smartphones. We could look it up. It's fun. I know Mark Wahlberg plays in it.
I know another good one was Remember the Titans.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. That was an awesome movie.
That's actually...
that's a classic. That's always on.
That's actually the Tennessee Titans chant.
Oh, no shit.
We are the Titans.
Nice.
Some baseball movies. The Sandlot. That's a good movie.
Oh, yeah. That's fucking awesome.
Angels in the Outfield.
Angels. I was literally just going to say Angels in the Outfield. What's the one with Wild Thing? We were just talking about that one the other night. Charlie Sheen plays Wild Thing. Major League.
Major League.
It's Major League.
Invincible.
Invincible.
That's the football.
Yep.
With Mark Wahlberg.
Yep. That's it. That was a good movie.
Yeah, that was a pretty good movie. Rookie of the Year.
Beer League.
I'm pretty sure Rookie of the Year was that's the movie about the kid that breaks his arm and becomes like the world's fastest pitcher. I
don't know. I didn't watch that one.
I'm pretty sure. And he starts playing for his favorite team.
I heard of the movie. I've never seen it.
Yeah.
I want to watch Goon.
Goon.
Yeah.
What
did you say? Sean William Scott.
Yeah. Stifler.
Yeah.
It's a hockey.
He will always be Stifler.
Huh. Blades of Glory.
That was a stupid movie.
little figure skating for you.
No. That was. I have nothing against figure skaters.
So, one of my favorite movies of all time, and I actually purchased it on my cable box to keep it forever. And I think I have the DVD of it somewhere. So I said I like extreme sports and everything. Lords of Dogtown. I fucking love that movie. And that's based off a true story too. It's about how skateboarding started over in California. It's a bunch of Californian kids.
I think I have seen
and they
that.
surf and everything.
Yeah.
And then they get into longboarding and everything, and then they start getting into regular skateboarding and
yeah,
shit.
I have watched that.
Dude,
that is actually a good
that movie is impactful. It shows like how deceitful friends could be. Like Like, you're literally the best friends in the entire world, but once you start getting into money, you, like, start fucking fighting and all kinds of crazy shit.
If we're being completely honest, that's usually what ends up happening.
Yeah. It's a good
When
fucking
you're
movie.
young. When you're young and you get into a lot of money, you don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like once you get older, your morals change a little more.
Oh, I'm sure.
So, I wouldn't know. I'm broke.
Yeah. So I'm trying to remember. I think that was
Those are, I mean, I'm sure there's a couple that we're missing. We're not perfect. Not anywhere close. But I know those are a lot of the ones that we used to watch a lot. Especially, but like I said, Varsity Blues is probably my favorite.
yeah. So I remember that he does play in that. Johnny Knoxville plays in that. Trying to remember.
You talking about Lords of Dogtown?
Yeah. I don't know why I can't see.
I know I know that I've seen it. I don't remember who plays in it. I think I've only seen it like a couple times. But back to the movies, you can always talk about the or we could always talk about the Disney movies too, like Motocrossed. And, oh, I can't think of the
Mighty
She's the
Ducks.
Man?
She's the Man.
Mighty Ducks.
A
She's
League
the
of
Man,
Their Own.
where they're the twins and the girl ends up
Yeah.
playing for her brother.
Yeah, League of Their Own.
League of Their Own.
About the women's baseball teams whenever the war was happening.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks.
Mm-hmm.
There's no crying in baseball.
Right.
Right. Rosie O'Donnell was also in that. That's a good movie. That's another one of Haley's favorite movies. She likes to watch that. We could literally probably talk about sports movies forever. Technically, you could consider Jean-Claude Van Damme's Bloodsport a sports movie. It's
it
mixed
is.
martial arts.
Right. So speaking of mixed martial arts, who is your favorite mixed martial artist for like UFC?
I don't know. I know a lot of you guys like Chuck Liddell, but I haven't really watched Chuck Liddell fight. I'd still have to probably say good old Irish.
McGregor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Conor
McGregor's
McGregor.
definitely one of my favorites currently.
I also like when he talks.
Oh yeah,
Because he's got that high-pitched voice, and he's just this big, masculine motherfucker.
he is for as little as he is. Because I think he's in. Well, he actually won titles in 2 different weight classes.
Yeah,
I want to say one of them was the featherweight.
yeah.
So, like, he's not like a super huge guy, but
No.
for his body build, he is a big motherfucker.
Yeah.
And
He's
he
short, though, too.
Dude, he'll
isn't he?
fuck you up,
He's
though.
fucking, isn't he like
No, I think he's like my height.
5'6", 5'7"?
No, I think he's like 5'8", 5'9".
Oh, okay.
He might be a little tall. I honestly, I don't really know. I think he's my height.
Yeah. But I
But-
mean, it's just like how rugged
Oh,
and
dude.
muscular he looks, and
Yeah.
he has that high,
That high
pitch.
pitchy little.
Sounds like a leprechaun.
Well, he is Irish.
I mean, he's Irish, but that's the biggest point. Like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend, but I think it's hilarious. It's amazing.
Well, you definitely don't want to offend Conor McGregor because
Yeah.
he'll fuck you up.
Well, I'd like to see him try.
I would fucking try my damnedest.
I mean, here's the thing. I could call him out all day. I'll never see him in real life, and if I do, I could be like, dude, I got my ass whipped by Conor McGregor. Everyone's
Right.
like, that's the coolest fucking thing in the world.
Right. I wouldn't even be upset. I'd be like, dude, you're going to whoop my ass. Fucking do it. I'm
I'd
just happy
try.
I got to meet you. Oh, yeah.
I'd try.
I would give it an effort, but
Right.
I don't know how well I'd fare. Probably not very fucking well.
Guarantee I'd miss every fucking
I'd
shot.
be like,
though.
dude, just let me hit you once, and then you can knock me the fuck out.
Right. Just so I could say I got
Just so I
knocked
can say that I hit you. Yeah, that's it. just so
Right.
I could say that I actually hit you. That I won't say I stood a chance because I'll never do that.
Yeah.
No, Conor McGregor is definitely one of my favorites. I loved watching him fight. He's fucking wild. So my all-time favorite, before I get a little more in depth in this, because I do want to spend a little time on this. I love
No, that's fine.
UFC. My all-time favorite is Chuck Liddell, the Iceman Chuck Liddell. He was a fucking animal.
He also looked. Was he short too?
Honestly, I don't know.
I want to see both their heights.
Yeah,
So,
look that up.
Go ahead and.
But Chuck
continue.
Liddell was my all-time favorite. He was an animal. He had a hell of a punch. He was fucking awesome. I also love Forrest
Oh
Griffin.
no, fuck. Chuck Liddell is 6'2".
Oh yeah. So he's like Tommy's size.
He's pretty tall.
He's a big dude. Yeah, Forrest Griffin is also another one. He was just, dude,
He's 6'3".
who? Forrest Griffin?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
like a whole bunch of them.
Oh yeah, dude. I knew Forrest Griffin was a tall motherfucker. Dude, I watched him in his one fight get split the fuck open.
Conor McGregor's 5'8".
I told you he was my height.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
I watched Forrest Griffin get split the fuck open and just start laughing.
Yeah.
I was like,
See, I did.
that dude is a sick motherfucker. He almost actually, I think, I can't remember if he won that fight or lost that fight. I
Yeah.
think he almost lost that fight from a TKO because he was bleeding so much.
Yeah.
I can't remember if that is exactly what happened because that was a while ago.
Yeah.
But dude, he's just a crazy bastard. But he was so fun to watch. Do you remember The Ultimate Fighter? The show?
Yeah. I had to think for a second.
Yeah. He coached. I can't remember who his opponent was, but obviously they always had the two main
Yeah.
event guys and they would coach the other
Mhm.
teams. And I can't remember who his fucking opponent was, but I just remember watching that season when he was a coach and dude, he was just fucking, he was an animal.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, you're fucking awesome.
See, I don't watch as much UFC as I'd like to, and I'd probably like to get into it, but I mostly see all the fucking shit pop up on my phone whenever people like fucking get crazy hits, or when Conor McGregor fucking broke his ankle because he rolled it.
That was nasty.
Yeah, dude. And he wasn't even doing nothing. He was just like backing up and he fucking lost his footing and it fucking cracked.
Yeah. Shit can happen. It doesn't take much to break a bone. I think
No.
it's what, like 7 pounds of pressure or something like that?
Something like that.
Like it's not
That's
a lot.
insane.
But
And you think of all the shit that we've been through and done, and we barely
Right.
broke any bones.
I've only broke I've broken every one of my ribs
Ow.
at once. I broke like half to 3/4 of them, and the rest of them are bruised. That was when I fell
Yeah.
off the fucking forklift because I was playing on it because
Nice.
I was an idiot,
That's fair.
and I fell off onto a metal beam. Yeah.
That sucks.
Dude, it fucking sucked.
Yeah.
It hurt to breathe.
I just broke my arm.
Yeah, I remember.
I did that riding a bike. My fucking brother just kept on driving. You're fine. You're fine. I had to walk home.
Justin.
Yeah.
Yep.
Josh walked me home.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's
Um,
because Josh cared.
Yeah. But
Justin was like,
they never said it right, and they should have rebroke it and reset it. So my arm's arched. So if you ever see me, you just ask. It's my left arm. It's fucking art. You see it?
Yeah.
I show everybody all the time.
I know.
It's fucking gross.
And then my nose has been broken 3 times.
Yeah.
Twice from your brother, and once from my brother.
All right. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Can I break your nose?
No.
Oh, okay.
Can I break your nose?
Can we do it together? It's almost like a suicide pact, but not suicide. Just fucking nose breaking pact.
No, I don't want to do
You break my nose, I'll get off work.
I mean, I guess that's
No, I have enough stuff broken on me. It's
right.
fucking stupid.
I'm already falling apart. I don't need any broken bones.
If you fucking break my nose, it'll probably stay broken and it'll never fucking grow.
I'm pretty sure I broke my tailbone too.
Dude, like,
That was
I've
the
been
only other thing.
noticing, like, just random shit. Me nicking my hands up and stuff. Usually, like, what, a couple days, you scab, heal, and it falls off. Dude, it's been like 2 weeks. I don't get it. Like, I guess my body regeneration healing process is just like slowing down.
Well, yeah, it happens the
That's-
older you get.
That's stupid.
Mhm.
I don't like that.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. My body still heals pretty quickly for like cuts and shit.
Yeah. I mean, it was a pretty big gash, but
Well, obviously, the bigger the gash, the longer it takes to heal.
the bigger the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Nope.
Yeah, you're
That's nope. Anyways,
back to UFC.
yeah, back to UFC. One of the other guys that I used to follow was Mayhem. I can't remember. I just know he was called Mayhem. I can't remember his full name, but
Yeah.
he had that show Bully Beatdown.
Yeah.
That was an awesome show.
Ooh. You remember Celebrity Deathmatch?
Mm-hmm.
MTV. That's actually that's streaming on, I think, HBO Max. HBO Max or Paramount Plus.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah. It's not the older episodes though. It was whenever they brought it back after being canceled.
Oh,
So it's like not the 2000s one, but like the 2010s one when they brought
Right.
it back to MTV because MTV was not getting any ratings with anything. So
yeah,
they had to bring shit back.
dude, the older ones were fucking awesome.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean the newer ones are
Well, I
awesome
mean, yeah,
too,
it's
but
the same fucking thing. But
yeah,
some of the older ones I remember. Fucking
they just have like newer celebrities
right.
on the newer ones.
Yeah, I remember watching that all the time. It was
I
fun.
fucking loved it.
It was fucking awesome. Didn't they make a game of that?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we had it.
Yeah, I don't remember what system it was for though.
I don't either, but I'm almost positive that we had it because I vaguely remember playing as fucking like claymation people, and it was fucking hilarious. Yeah, that was a good time. Who is your Conor McGregor? That's like
Yeah, that's really all I know. I mean, if you want to go into boxing, I kind of like Floyd Money Mayweather
he's an animal.
just because he's a beast.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure he's still undefeated. I don't think he has lost one yet.
Yeah,
I don't know if
when
he
they-
actually still boxes. though.
Remember when the WWE pulled him in to face the Big Show in a boxing
He knocked
match?
him the fuck out.
Yeah, they did that for ratings.
Oh yeah. Everything's for ratings. Money
Right.
ratings.
Celebrity Deathmatch was for the original PlayStation.
Okay.
But
That
yeah.
makes sense. That was a
Um,
good game. I remember that. Game.
Didn't some UFC fighters go into boxing? I thought who did they want to fight Mayweather out of the UFC?
McGregor.
Was it McGregor?
They did fight.
Oh, did they? They
Yeah.
boxed.
They
though,
had a
right?
boxing match.
And Mayweather
Yeah,
won.
Mayweather ended up winning. And then there was a bunch of hype talking about Mayweather getting into the octagon, and it never happened.
Yeah, because I don't think he's a mixed martial artist.
He's not. Honestly, if he would have got in there, I think McGregor. I'm not saying that McGregor would have killed him. Like,
Yeah,
but
once he got his hands on him,
yeah, like if he would have been able to grapple him and stuff like that, like Mayweather doesn't train for that shit. He trains
Right.
for boxing. So
and
that's a
apparently
completely different beast between
he's got a
boxing.
fucking hook on him. Oh, that's probably why McGregor got his ass kicked, though, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because McGregor's used to doing MMA.
Yeah,
He's not
has
used
no way to defend himself other than arms up, and
Right.
it's just not his cup of tea, you know?
It's not his niche.
Right.
So
I mean,
that's
it's kind of
why he-
like what he does, but
Dude, McGregor even said in an interview after that, he was like, I got fucking paid. I don't care.
right.
Like, that's what it
Hey,
was for. It was for the
It
fucking
was
money.
hype and money.
Yeah. It was for the fucking money.
And now all these people that watch boxing that, I mean, realistically, I'm sure if you watch boxing, you watch UFC. But even if they didn't watch UFC, now they know who Conor McGregor is, and they're gonna go watch UFC. It's cross marketing,
Oh yeah, 100%.
money marketing. All kinds
Honestly,
of shit.
I would love to start watching more UFC and boxing and stuff like
And
that. Like
porn.
actually, well, no, I watch enough of that now.
Is there a UFC version of porn?
I'm sure there is. I've never looked it up.
What's what are they? I think it's rule number 7 or rule number 9. Thanks, Benjamin. I really wish I knew what these guys were saying.
They're probably saying like, "You guys suck." No,
Well, it happens.
I mean, I hope not, but it could be if that's what you're saying.
I think it's rule number 9 or rule number 7, the rules of life, and it's if you can think of it, there's a porn.
Yeah, probably. I believe it.
So anything you think of, there's a porn of it.
More than likely. I'm sure there's somebody out there who has made it because somebody was like, "Hey, you should do this,"
Right.
and they're like, "All right, if you're gonna buy it."
Women's mud wrestling stuff.
Oh yeah, but that's probably been a thing for a while.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I really would like to start.
I mean,
into,
that's technically a sport. You got WWE.
yeah, it is entertainment. It's entertainment.
Yeah.
I don't think they consider. I mean, yes, it is.
Here's
it is
my
a sport.
thing.
Listen, I will.
It's
I will
scripted
say,
sports, which
Yes.
in the same sense, I think so is the NFL.
but even with WWE, you still have to have conditioning, training,
Athleticism.
be athletic. Like you still have to be able to do some shit. Yeah, everybody knows that.
I mean,
it's
and they
fake.
train.
And it's not. I'm not gonna say it's fake. That's actually a lie. It's not fake. It's just scripted.
The stories are
Right.
scripted and fake.
But the shit that they do in that
the
ring,
wrestling is real.
like yeah, that's real people being that athletic and able
Yeah.
to do that.
I don't know how many times I've watched people get taken off stretchers.
Yeah.
Like
Like
That's
whether it was for
fucking
the
insane.
storyline or not, but there's been many. There has been many guys.
many guys.
There has been many guys who have been, like seriously injured, like Stone Cold Steve Austin, one of my absolute. And we won't get too much into wrestling because I'm sure that'll probably be something that we talk about.
Right.
But,
It'll eventually.
Right. And Stone Cold Steve Austin, one of my all-time favorite WWE superstars. He got his actual neck broken in the middle of a
Yeah.
match. Owen Hart, when he faced Owen Hart and he
Yeah.
gave him the pile driver. Like, that was a legit injury.
Right.
Like, yeah, they get fucking hurt.
Yeah.
You botch a move or something like that, like, you can kill somebody.
You fucking get mentally unstable and kill your whole family and commit suicide.
Yeah. Chris Benoit.
Right.
A lot of, I know, obviously, some of that
Eddie
also
Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero did not commit suicide.
No,
I don't
how did he
remember.
die? I don't remember.
I don't want to say an overdose because I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
I think he had a... No, it wasn't an overdose. I think that's what people thought it was at
Yeah.
first. I think he had a heart attack. I'm pretty sure he had a heart attack.
Well, Owen Hart fell from the fucking
Yeah, that was botched because he was... not the
his
blue meanie,
his
the
zip line
fucking-
broke.
Yeah.
And he fucking fell and hit his head off the turnbuckle.
Snapped his neck. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was fucking crazy.
Right.
I vaguely do remember that because that happened in like the late 90s.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember watching that. It was crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah. I mean, but that's the thing. Like, that's when people were like, oh, wrestling's fake, blah, blah, blah. Like,
It was
it's not-
entertaining.
it's not fake. It's just scripted.
I mean, it's still entertaining.
I mean, don't get me
And
wrong.
A lot of
I don't-
a lot of wrestlers are moving on to bigger things, like
Like The Rock.
not just The Rock. I mean, of course, The Rock. He's the most known, and he's the one that's doing all the extra stuff. But I mean, you have Batista. He moved on
Yep.
to doing the Guardians of the Galaxy and many other movies.
John Cena.
John Cena done movies.
The Miz.
Kane.
Kane.
He did
The Miz.
See No Evil.
The Miz did a couple of the other Marines
Yeah.
because John Cena did the first one. DiBiase Jr., he was in one of the Marines, I
Yeah.
believe.
Mr. Kennedy.
Mr. Kennedy was in Behind Enemy Lines.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like all of them. Triple H, he was in a couple movies.
Yeah, he was
Blade
in Blade
Trinity.
3.
He was in The Chaperone.
Yeah.
I think he was in a couple other ones. I don't entirely know, but those are the two that I know.
And John Cena's starting to do comedy movies now. But I mean, that's the thing. Like, those are all the yeah.
Blockers. That was a funny movie.
Yeah, that's a good fucking movie.
I will say, I did not like John Cena when he first came to WWE.
Neither did I.
I didn't like the whole rap gimmick, but that's because I'm not a huge rap guy.
Yeah.
When he started doing like the hustle, loyalty, respect thing,
Yeah.
and like being like real about like the troops and stuff like that, that's when I started
he
being like,
got
okay, that's
a lot
cool.
of your respect. Yeah.
Yeah. But so Sheamus has I don't know if it's a podcast. I think it's like it's on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
And he does workouts with
Okay.
like the other wrestlers to see like how they work out. And I was
okay.
watching
That's
that a
pretty
lot. It's
interesting.
like Celtic Warrior workouts, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
Dude, it's fucking awesome. I watched a good bit of them one night. Like I literally just watched it like all night.
Yeah. I'll have to check those out.
I probably watched.
I
a good,
guarantee
like,
the
20.
Rock's on there.
I don't know.
Have
Jeff
you
Hardy was.
Have you seen some of his fucking intense workouts? That
The
dude
Rock?
is fucking, yeah.
Dude, yeah, he's a fucking animal.
He fucking eats the weights. He's fucking
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
it's made of pure fucking iron.
Dude, he is a fucking beast.
Yeah.
He got so much bigger from when he was in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah. Because
did it-
he wasn't that big in
No,
wrestling.
he wasn't. He was very lean and
Yeah.
cut, but he was by no means as massive as he is now.
Right. And I remember like the person that had basically the biggest biceps, because he always talked about it, was Hulk Hogan.
24-inch pythons.
But if he were to compare them to the Rock's now, like I guarantee, I wonder how big the Rock's biceps are.
I don't know. Probably
They're
pretty
fucking,
massive.
They're fucking huge.
I would say he's got to be at least close to 20 inches, if not bigger.
Yeah. Oh,
Probably bigger.
Probably bigger.
But he's got some massive fucking arms.
Oh yeah.
Another one,
And fucking
So,
straps and shit.
kind of going back into
Bobby
UFC.
Lashley. He's a fucking big ass motherfucker.
Bobby
too.
Lashley was also in the army,
Yeah.
I think.
Didn't
pretty sure it was the
didn't
Army.
he go to the UFC too?
Lashley?
No, yeah. No, he started playing football, didn't he?
I think he played football, and I know he was in the army, and
Yeah.
then he came to WWE.
Right.
Kind of getting back into UFC, Brock Lesnar.
I was just gonna say Brock Lesnar.
He has done both for, I think his debut into WWE was like 04, I believe. And then obviously he's been back and forth a lot. I don't know if he's still in. I don't really watch wrestling now.
He used to call him Cock Lesnar.
Cock Lesnar.
Whenever we
yeah.
play the wrestling games,
Oh yeah,
and
I remember.
fight him. He'd
I remember
Yeah,
that.
I used to dick.
He was a dick on the games. Like even playing him as a computer, he was an asshole.
Yeah.
He would fuck you up.
Yeah.
Dude, that is a big motherfucker. Like he is, when they say the beast incarnate, like that's no bullshit. He is a massive dude.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't even attempt to fuck with him. Nope.
No.
Mm-mm. He'd
Yeah.
fucking eat you alive. That dude is huge.
I'm gonna start going and building some muscle.
I mean, I'd
Seeing how
like
it
to.
goes.
But yeah, Brock Lesnar. But he did both. CM Punk was the other one who ended up trying to do USC.
Did he?
I don't know how well he fared because I didn't really keep up with it. I thought it was really cool that he was going to do it. I think his debut match he lost. I don't know if he did any other ones.
See, I liked CM Punk in the beginning. But whenever he went that whole straight edge
Yeah.
and no swearing, no drinking, no smoking, no like, I was like, come on.
I mean, realistically.
I mean, realistically, I get it, but
right. That's just because we drink.
I
You
guess
smoke.
so.
I chew.
Yeah.
So, like, we don't see it from his perspective. But I
Yeah.
mean, hey, listen.
Well, I mean, in
Good
all
for him.
reality, he could have been some. I mean, not to fucking stereotype him or anything, but he looks like a guy that probably struggled from addiction and maybe he beat it and that's why he went. I don't know his full story.
I don't think he ever did. I honestly don't think he ever did drugs or anything like that. I'm almost positive that he didn't, but I don't know the guy personally, so I couldn't tell you.
Right.
A lot of wrestlers did fucking drugs, and
Jeff is bad.
Jeff, he was always.
I was super upset when we met him, and you knew he got that WWE money back because he was fucking toasted.
That's what you said.
I don't know what he was on, but
You
me
could tell.
me and Tommy were fucking kind of upset.
I mean, yeah, it sucks. Like it, obviously, it sucks because he has had. I don't know if he still struggles with it. I mean,
Yeah,
anybody
I
who
hope
has
not.
ever. Right. I hope not either. I know anybody who has ever usually struggled with addiction, most of the time. I don't want to say most of the time, but a good portion of people who do struggle with addiction usually end up relapsing. And you never want to see that. But at the same
Right.
time, it's like you got to have that willpower not to do it.
Right.
And obviously it's easier said than done, I would assume. I don't know. I've never had to deal with it. So
Yeah.
so I can't say firsthand, but we have both seen people who have struggled with it. So
Yeah.
and it's a shitty thing.
Yeah. That'll be another episode.
Yeah.
Somewhere
We're-
along the lines.
We're fucking going all over the place. Welcome
Yeah.
to the podcast, guys.
So do you like skateboarding?
No.
No?
I like watching it. I'll never do it.
Okay. Yeah, watching skateboarding, that's what I meant. So back in whenever it was like super popular in the late 90s, early 2000s, you watched it.
I
right?
watched it. I didn't watch it as much as you did. Like it
Yeah.
didn't have my interest.
Did you have a favorite skateboarder? I'm going to probably guess that it was Bam Margera, but that's just because of Jackass.
Yeah, Bam and Tony Hawk, like
Yeah.
most people. But those are really the only ones that I knew because I didn't get too deep into
Yeah.
knowing any of the other ones.
There's a lot of good ones. I used to always get the board magazines and stuff, and CCS magazine, and read about all the different skaters. And for the longest, I wonder if there's still a thing. For the longest time, I wanted to build my own board. Never did. I always bought like shitty Walmart boards. And
Well, that's because that's what you could afford.
right. And I grew up with one of my buddies, Sterling. I haven't talked to him in years. But we built a fucking quarter pipe on his porch on his trailer, and we would go up and down it and shit, and it was pretty fun. And then his mom got mad and told us to take it down. We tried to put it on the shed at Uncle Johnny's house. He came down and started fucking screaming at us.
Oh yeah, that's usually what would happen.
But I did street skating and stuff. I learned different kind of stuff. I could ollie. I could do a pop shove it, and I could grind, but that was pretty much it.
Do you think you could do that shit now?
I proved my daughter wrong, and I did at Walmart. I could still ride a board. I don't know if I could grind, but I could still ollie and do a pop shove it. I haven't forgot how. Nevaeh didn't think that I could do it. I proved her wrong.
Well, that's because you're older now.
Right.
And how long has it been since you've actually rode a skateboard?
Like religiously, it's been probably close to 14 years.
Right.
But I mean, I've always, every time I see one, I'll jump on it and see how I do, and I'm still pretty good. I could still ride.
I would literally fall off as soon as I got on.
Yeah. So AJ, my brother AJ, I remember he was big into boarding with me and everything. And it was like four of us. It was like me, AJ, Sterling, and Sean. I'm not gonna say their last names, but we used to skate all the time. And I remember AJ was coming down the hill, down our road, and he fucking hit a rock, like a big fucking rock. Like, not like a boulder, but I mean like a good size. I'd say probably about the size of a grape.
Mm.
Hit the wheel, stopped the skateboard. He fucking flew forward and fucking twisted his ankle and his wrist and everything. Oh, it was fucking hilarious. This day, that I'm pretty sure that was the last time he ever skateboarded.
I'm sure.
I think that was it.
I'm sure.
So I remember moving our aunt into our house whenever she stayed with us for a while. And she lived right across the street with her daughter. And she moved down because she had to move out of her daughter's. I put her mattresses on my skateboard and I rode the whole mattress down the street because I was the only one helping move at the time. And she said she had to move it down. And I was like, I'll take the mattress down. And they were like, well, how are you going to take it down there? I was like, I got an idea. And I fucking put her mattress on top of my, like, I lined it up perfectly and I just rode the mattress down the street and kind of like moved it. I mean, it was only a single, but I moved it to turn, like lean to the right to turn into the driveway. Perfect landing. Oh, that was probably the coolest thing. Riding a mattress.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Dude, I'd love to do this shit again. Like, not too dangerous where I know that I would get seriously hurt, but just like the small shit. Honestly.
I have no desire to do skateboarding.
However, you have a desire to watch me do it and record it, and if I fuck myself up, to laugh.
God, yeah. Oh, God. Absolutely.
Hey, it's all right.
I would laugh. I would laugh a whole lot.
There's a skate park maybe about 30 minutes from here that I've always wanted to go to, but I never did. And I probably should have. Just to get my... Because I've always been... So there's two types of skateboardings. There's street boarding and there's vert boarding. Vert is basically on ramps, like half pipes, quarter pipes, kickers, stuff like that. And then street boarding, which is basically you're just on the road, mostly like doing flip tricks, grab tricks. Well, grabbing's more for vert too, but flip tricks, grinding, manual stuff, different stuff like that. But I've always wanted to try going on ramps. I'd like to go on a half pipe. Like, I really will. I want to put that on my bucket list to ride a half pipe on a skate. I don't even care how bad I fuck myself up. I'll wear knee pads and shit. I don't care.
I mean, yeah.
But I think it'd be cool. Like one of the tall fucking half pipes that are like 30 feet high. You have to climb a ladder to get on. I'd drop in and fall on my fucking face.
Oh, my God. As long as I'm there to record it.
Just ride my face all the way down.
Dude, if you do that, I probably won't be able to keep the camera still because I'll be fucking on the ground with you. But I'll be laughing.
Right.
Horribly laughing.
Right. That's fucking hilarious.
As your wife's like, see, dumbass, I fucking told you.
Yeah, told you were too fucking old for this. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's mostly everything with skateboarding.
What
BMXing, I like Matt Hoffman. He was pretty good. And motocross, I think his last name's Love, I believe. I know that. But Pink, the singer Pink, her husband is a pro motocross.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure his last name's Love, but I forget his first name.
I don't know. I don't know any motocross guys.
I
know
watched him a lot.
I know the couple that Cam told me, but I can't remember their names.
Yeah.
You said Matt Hoffman was a BMXer?
Yeah.
I remember that.
You remember that because of the BMX game for the PlayStation
Yep.
1?
Yep. I didn't play that a whole lot. I did play the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater a lot.
Yeah. Oh no, it's not Love. It's Hart. Kerry Hart. He's a pro motocross.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's pretty good.
So, what sports did you play? Any sports in school?
I played baseball. That was it. I wanted to play football, but my mom wouldn't let me.
I played baseball for 3 years,
Yeah.
but I was in like elementary.
That was me. As
And
far as
then-
like middle school and high school, I mean, if you want to continue the whole trend of sports and how it coincides of everything we were talking about, obviously I skateboarded, but actually playing team sports, I played like 2 or 3 years of baseball and t-ball and it wasn't even called t-ball. So there was t-ball anyway in Union. There was t-ball, instructional, and then it was like the 7, 8, 9, 10. So
Right.
then I played instructional, and then 7, 8, and 8, 10.
Yeah. I played baseball for 3 years, and when I got my eye busted open, that's when I was like, yeah, I don't want to fucking do this anymore.
See, I was actually pretty good. What position did you play?
I was always in the outfield because, again, I was a fat ass. So they just
So-
kind of put me in the outfield.
I actually
A lot of the kids that I went to school with, though, they were obviously a lot more athletic than I was.
Yeah.
But a lot of the people, and I think this goes for most schools, like a lot of the people whose kids were, or whose parents were coaches, I think
Yeah.
got a lot more playing time. But that was because their parents were the coaches, and they were like, they coached them even when they weren't at practice, so
Right.
they kind of knew a little more. Where like,
So our niche was they usually ended up being the pitcher, or usually first and third base. But I played first and third base, mostly because I was fat, but I was good with the ball. And I'm not saying you weren't, but I mean, I made a fourth effort to show that I was good with the ball. So they put me on first and third. So obviously you didn't have to move. You just kind of stayed on the corner of the base and caught the ball to get fucking people out.
right?
There was once that I caught the ball with my face.
That was a good time.
No, it wasn't.
I know that was.
Well, I didn't go
withering
to the
sarcasm.
hospital or anything, but like
Oh, I did.
it fucking hurt. I'll tell you that.
My eye. I think I still have a scar. If I don't know if you can see it, it was this eye, and it was
Yeah.
right here, and it got like there was a gash
Yeah.
in my eye. I think I was like the only like 6 or 7 year old cussing like
Right.
motherfucking son of a shit bitch mother. Yeah, like
And your dad was probably
grabbing
like, yeah,
my
that's
eye.
boy.
oh, he wasn't at the practice. My
Oh.
mom wasn't even at the practice because
Oh, it
down
was
at the
at
school
practice.
next
It
to me.
wasn't the game.
No, it was at practice when it happened,
Oh.
and I ended up having to go to the hospital and getting stitches and everything.
Damn.
Dude, it fucking sucked.
Yeah.
That was my
Sounds like
last
it
year
sucked.
playing.
Yeah, I didn't ever really get the biggest thing I remember about baseball that really pissed me off, and it's like a big serious memory, is I was up to bat, I hit it, and I hit a fucking double. So I was sitting on second base, and the person that hit it next after me hit a grounder, and it was going right to shortstop, and I was fucking beelining for third. Well, I tripped on the ball, and because the fucking live ball touched me, I was out. I was so mad because that was the first time that I ever hit a double, because usually I only hit singles,
Right.
because I mean, I didn't have a lot of power back then, but also the pitchers weren't that great.
Right.
But dude, hit a double. So happy that I hit a double, and I fucking tripped over the ball and I was out because it was considered a live ball.
Yeah.
Dumb.
I've hit-
Super dumb.
I've hit a couple doubles. I never hit anything more than a double.
Yeah.
I've hit a couple doubles, and I was like towards the end. I wasn't like the best
Yeah.
player. Like I wasn't horrible, but I wasn't the best.
Yeah.
So like I didn't really get a whole lot of batting time. I didn't really get a whole lot of like, you know, ball time and stuff like that.
Right.
So
They
it was
do it a lot different now. They rotate shit.
right. But back
So
then,
everybody
like,
has a chance to play. Yeah, back then they were
Yeah,
like,
back
dude,
then
you
they
either
were-
good or you fucking, you're bench warmer.
yeah, and I was pretty much a bench warmer with my buddy Paul. Like we
Yeah.
were like the bench warmers, and we
Fucking
were just
sitting
like,
there
"Meh,
eating
all right."
seeds and
eating seeds,
chewing on
chew-
big league chew.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. And then they'd be like, "Hey, you're in." We'd be like, "Wait, what? We're playing?"
Today? Is that today? I
that
didn't bring
today?
my game face.
Yeah, I didn't even bring my equipment.
I don't even have my jersey. Can I borrow your bat?
Right. I also did play like like a half half a year of football when I was in 7th grade. But I didn't like the coach, and him and I got into a huge argument because I am not one that deals with authority very well.
Right.
So I ended up not even end up playing.
Yeah.
'Cause I threw the helmet at his feet, and I was like, "Fuck you, I'm done."
Yeah, once I got into middle school and high school, I wasn't obviously athletic other than skateboarding, and I wasn't that popular, so I never really I tried out to a couple of the teams like baseball and stuff like that, but I never made the cut, and my mom didn't want me playing football, so. But I still went to the football games and hung out with people. Like, why the fuck?
Yeah.
What was the difference?
I was actually friends with.
And I think that she didn't want me to get hurt, but I doubt that. I mean, we fucking wrestled in the backyard.
Oh yeah, we used to do some dumb shit.
Right.
Oh, we did actually talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, in our first
Wrestling.
episode.
Yeah, in our first episode, we talked a little bit about that. We'll get a little more into depth in a different episode.
Yeah. We'll talk about a bunch of different things in a bunch of different episodes. But
right.
I think that's all the time we're going to take today. Make sure you guys follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Subscribe to all of those, as well as we are on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all the podcast outlets. Make sure you check out our Patreon, become a patron so you can get, we currently have 2 bonus episodes for you guys to listen to at the moment, so make sure you jump in there, and
we're going to try working on getting a few more of those now that we're going to be a little more proactive, because we haven't been as active as we've wanted to be.
Right.
Just because life, life gets you.
There's different tiers in there too, so you make sure you check out the tiers and see which one fits you and fits your budget, as well as you get to make recommendations, and don't let us talk about what we want to talk about. You can let us talk about what you want to talk about, but it will always be unfiltered and definitely our opinions. So with that, you could join us next week, episode 7. We're going to be talking about alcohol, beer, all kinds of different stuff, things we tried, things we like to try, places we'd like to visit, drink, just everything about it. So be sure to join us next week for episode 7. You can listen to this and many other podcasts on everything that you own. So give us a listen, and we will see you next week.
Peace
Out.